Okay, my name is Harold, and my topic today is going to be on alcohol, but more specifically, moderate drinking. So, do you guys know what moderate drinking is? It is not getting yourself wasted or taking a sip of wine and spitting it back down into a container, but thus, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services defines moderate drinking as strictly no more than 1 drink a day for women and about 2 drinks for men. A drink is generally 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of 80 proof distilled spirits. And according to them, this is of course different from in a period of 1 week drinking 7 drinks on a Saturday night. So my claim is that consumption of a moderate amount of alcohol a day is healthy for the human body and human mind. And I will prove this by showing that moderate drinking has positive physical benefits, it has positive psychological benefits, it reduces chances of diseases and increases life longevity, and it poses minimal risks to the human body. Okay, so first, moderate drinking has positive effects on the human body. According to the New England Journal of Medicine, a drink or 2 a day relaxes physical stress and loosens feelings of tight joints and muscles. They also state that 1/2 ounce of absolute alcohol, which is 1 drink according to the Department of Health and Human Services, as I stated earlier, regulates blood flow to fit normal health levels. And in the elderly, moderate drinking has shown to stimulate appetite and stimulates bowel function. And there is a certain daycare center called the Veterans Administration Medical Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where they allow the elderly to allow moderate drinking. They have shown that the elderly are more healthy, they show that they are more healthier than people who in other daycare centers that don't allow drinking at all. So moderate drinking allows for a healthy human body. Secondly, moderate drinking has positive effects on the human brain and emotions. According to Tufts Health and Nutrition Center, moderate consumption of alcohol decreases feelings of anxiety and generates a small state of euphoria. Research shows that 88% of people who moderately drink are generally happier than those who are abstinent or those that overdrink. Moderate drinking allows those that are shy to release that inhibiting feeling and allows them to have an easier time speaking to others. So, it might be a great idea to have a couple of drinks before doing a claim of fact speech. And to reference the previous daycare center, the Veterans Administration Medical Center in Milwaukee, their head caretaker, Wendy Adams, says that the elderly here are able to enjoy themselves more than other care homes that promote alcohol abstinence. Karaoke and bingo night is always a blast for them. So moderate drinking allows for a healthier human mind. Thirdly, moderate drinking reduces chances of diseases and even death. The National Institute of Public Health in Copenhagen, Denmark, they did research that shows that moderate drinking reduces chance of coronary heart disease, ischemic heart disease, diabetes, plaques, and thrombosis by 25 to 30%. And also another research shown by Dr. Aaron Carlamangla, a professor at UCLA, did a research with his colleagues a couple weeks ago that showed that moderate drinkers were 23% less likely to die or become unable to perform daily activities than non-drinkers. And they also have 25% less risk for disability compared to abstinent drinkers. Lastly, moderate drinking poses minimal risks to the human body. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, only about 3% of those who drink moderately increase their susceptibility to strokes and liver ailments. And I'd like to do a survey. How many of you know that drunk driving is bad? All right, looks like all of you. So studies done by Alcoholics Anonymous in 2007 show that 90% of drunk driving accidents occur by those who have drunk at least 4 4 drinks of alcohol. So after 4 drinks, people are more likely to make bad decisions. Moderate drinkers do not suffer from impairments in judgment. So unless one thinks drunk driving is good, which you guys have proven me wrong, most moderate drinkers are likely not going to get behind the wheel. And to further prove this, Alcoholics Anonymous also surveyed children at an elementary school, or actually MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, surveyed elementary school, and they showed that 97% of children ages 9 and up know that drunk driving is bad. So my fourth supporting claim is that knowledge of medicine, what am I doing? Knowledge of medicine mixing, All right, there is also a risk to shift from moderate to heavy drinking. The National Institute of Health in Denmark, as I recalled before, says that those that are aware that they are moderately drinking have a really low chance to voluntarily shift to heavy drinking, even if they have had a family history of alcoholism. And so as you can see, moderate drinking has a positive effect on humans. Consumption results in positive physical and mental changes, reduces chances of disease and death, and moderate drinking creates minimal risks for consumers. So before I close, remember that a drink a day keeps the doctor away, but if you get behind the wheel, you'll very soon keel.
Anybody else feeling thirsty after the last 2 speeches? All right. You ID'd the claim, the proposition, but it's got multiple parts in the proposition. The secondary claims, though, are clearly stated. They're phrased as claims. You did a good job trying to define the issue of moderation. And when you were going through the speech up until you got to that 4th point, the signposting was pretty clear, and then you got a little discombobulated at that particular point. The effects of that drink that you had right before class probably were finally kicking in at that point. I thought that the data was pretty solid. You were very consistent about citing sources and giving qualifications for the research. You do want to be a little careful about assuming that the statistical correlations lead to causation. We're going to talk about the different types of reasoning, and there are probably good reasons to point in the direction of the conclusions that you have, but I think some of them are going to need stronger information. The last set of arguments really seems to be an attempt to refute a reservation that somebody might have about the issue instead of an argument that directly shows you the benefits or the positive effects of consuming alcohol at moderate levels. All right. I think we're done.